from My Scrappy Life, and welcome back to my channel. This is a process video for Pinkfresh Friday, where we use a collection from that company, and I am going to be cleaning up the July 2023 flavors of the month from the scrap room, and it is called Pinkfresh Lovely Blooms, and that is all of what I'm using. I am going to be bringing in a stencil that is from Paige Evans. I want to do some stenciling on there, some background of it, because I am going to follow the layout recipe that came along with this collection, and it is designed by Rochelle Spears, but it's a double page spread, and I'm only going to do one side of it. So I want to add some mixed media. She doesn't have mixed media on hers, but I am definitely going to be adding. So we are going to look and see how we're going to make this work. So the photos are dug into my school ones, because I feel like this collection works out really well, and I like some of the sayings that are on here, like dream and happy and love and things like that, because of the story behind this. So let's go ahead and see what I can do. Okay, so what I am going to be doing here is that I'm going to take certain colors from this area, and I am going to try to make this look, the best way I can make it look is trying to add every color together so that it looks right. The Pinkfresh Studio colors that I'm using is very pastel, but I really like how this collection and everything that I did to this turn out. Now, I am going to give you a full big disclaimer on this. This one should have been up like many months ago, but I ended up getting a lot of sickness came through my house. This was supposed to be up in January. Course of between January, February, and the beginning of March, I ended up being, between myself and my husband, we both just ended up getting sick. Between just the crazy weather, it just being all nuts, it just ended up where I got sick, and then Josh got sick, and then my allergies hit, and then I ended up getting sick again, and I just couldn't get over it. I got tested positive for the flu in January, and I seriously thought that it was going to disappear, go away, we would be good, all of this craziness, and then kind of go from there. And it did not go as planned as I would like. And then I ended up being back behind on my design team commitments, because I'm one of them that, even though that they said don't worry about it, don't do them, it's okay, etc., I caught myself up, and now I can finally get the non-collaborative type things done that was not, if you want to say, not required due to my absence of YouTube a little bit. It's gotten better. My allergies are way better now. All of this type of fun stuff. But now we're in the middle of state testing for the state of Georgia. We're getting ready for that. My kids are on spring break right now when I film this. I am filming and catching up and trying to get all of the fun stuff done so that I can kind of rest throughout the testing season. But you know how that goes. So anyway, back to this layout. I am following a sketch that I can't show on the screen, but what I am planning on doing here is I am going to use some deco foiling. Now, I am waiting for all of this to dry because I am coming in with some different types. I love to use stencils with my deco foiling and having it with my background. You guys have seen me do this technique over and over again. And when Thermal Webbed reached out to me in the back of February, I was not planning on being as sick as I was. So I am desperately in my brain getting all of the fun stuff that I want done with deco foiling so that you guys can be able to see how this fun stuff is. So I'm putting down all of this color, this gorgeous turquoisey color, And then I come in with this pink. I wanted the pink on top because I have the pink on the bottom, and then I have the blue on top and the turquoise. And then I realized that I messed up just a tad bit because the bottom piece in the corner was supposed to be the other pink, but it was kind of a beauty of the mistake because it actually worked out pretty well. Due to this kit was coming from the scrap room, and sometimes I don't get a lot of embellishments. And you guys know I'm a heavy embellisher. So when it comes to this, I'm sorry, I'm just sitting here looking, so I'm going to talk a little bit. When it comes to deco foiling and embellishments, this is another way to come together and do some foiling because it gives you a background piece. It gives you a little extra pizzazz to it so that if you don't have enough embellishments, use that as your embellishments. It is also a good thing to make it as like your die cuts and stuff and use it on top of that, kind of like embossing. That's another way to do it. I would suggest to do it as a full page and then do your die cutting. I have tried before to do it before I die cut and it doesn't work as well. I love how it turns out, but I've learned my way of doing this is put it on a full sheet of paper and then do your die cuts and all that stuff. I just love deco foiling. I love what it does. I love everything about it. I love the company. It's amazing. And I am going to keep using it. You guys have seen me use them over and over again, and it's a company that is just fantastic. So just make sure you go check out them. I am going to link down below everybody that is going to be participating. I am going to be listing everybody that is participating in the Pinkfresh Studio Hop this month, along with all of the links of the couple of small businesses that I'm using. So one of them is the scrap room. That's what this kit is. And then the deco foiling, obviously, is from ThermoWeb. And I want you guys to check both of them out. So here's where I'm doing the embellishments. There's not a lot of embellishments, which I do enjoy because it does challenge me quite a bit. You guys know how big of embellisher I am. And so having little bits of embellishments, you guys know that sometimes the struggle's real. But I love how this turns out. I think it's amazing. So you'll see me just kind of go in and out and trying to figure out like what little pieces will work where and how. And then that bottom, like I said, it actually turned out to be where I'm kind of glad I did do the blue, because then with this pink sticker, it works out because I pull in the green and then I pull in some more of the blue and it actually turns out pretty well. So make sure that you check out everybody. Make sure that you check out everybody else. If you are new to my channel or coming from one of the other ones, welcome. I'm so glad to have you. I do typically upload between 2 to 3 times a week. Collaborations, design teams, all of the fun stuff. I'm getting back on track. My voiceovers, all of that stuff. Allergies are finally getting to where it's not as bad. Because let me tell you, I was doing a lot of videos with just music because I had no voice, or it didn't sound like me, or I was sneezing all the time. And I hate March. Like when it comes to Georgia weather, I love living here, but the only thing, it's March. Oh my God. So anyway, that is it. So I'm just going to now just start putting up all these embellishments. These are of my Kiddo Widows. 2 years ago. Was this my 3rd grade year or my 4th grade year? 4th grade year, because we were doing Kona Ice. So this is the 4th grade year. So, I think so. No, this is 3rd grade, because these are part of my homeroom of 3rd grade. Because I looped up with my kids like 2 to 3 times. So it's getting to the point where some of the years are starting to mix up. But anyway, they are my kiddos. The sew sets are coming up. I hope that you like and subscribe to the channel. I hope that you guys are all staying safe. Have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.
I don't know in my blood. Why this war with all that I love? Oh, my wandering ways and these faithless days, I find it hard to explain. My wandering ways, always turning away from your loving embrace, I find it hard to explain. My wandering ways, my wandering